Hello, my dear student friends. Welcome back to our channel. In this session, we are going to discuss about the microprocessor compatible digital to analog converter. Okay. In the last session, we had the discussion on microprocessor compatible ADC, the type, successive approximation type we have been discussed. So in this session, we are going to discuss digital to analog converter. Okay. So this is also one of the important interfacing device in all the processors. Okay, all the processors. So digital to analog converter. Okay, DAC. So basically, there are four important components required to construct a DAC. Okay, what are the four important components? Okay, so first basic is very good reference. Okay, so very good reference voltage. Very good reference voltage. V reference. Okay, then digitally controlled switches. Okay, switches. Okay, digitally controlled switches. Set of switches. Controlled switches. Basically, there are two types of switches in the DAC available in the literature. One is current controlled switch, and voltage controlled switch. Voltage controlled switch. Okay, the third one is set of resistor network. Set of resistor networks. Okay, set of resistor network. Then fourth and foremost thing is the good operational amplifier. Okay, high precision operational amplifier. High precision. Okay, precision operational amplifier. Okay, so these four components are necessary to construct a DAC. So let's see in the format. So there are digital control switches. Okay, so digital inputs, DAC, digital input, MSB, say 4-bit. Here also we consider 4-bit LSB. This is digital controlled switches. Okay, then very good reference source, V reference. From this resistor network, it goes to resistor network circuit. Resistor network. Okay. From the resistor network, we get I out, current out. Okay, current out. So if we connect this I out to say op-amp, we can have two outputs. One is current output, another one is voltage output. So this is our op-amp circuit. Or feedback. Okay, this is analog output voltage. We have this connection. This is current out. So if we shift the switch to here, we can measure high output by connecting a ammeter between the output pin and the input of op-amp. So input of the operational amp. Okay, so we'll be getting connection like this. So this is the major components of a DAC, digital to analog converter. Okay, so very important components are these four only. Understand? So let us start our analysis. What is the current output? What will be the current output? What will be the voltage for the given digital? Say this is digital inputs. For the given digital inputs, what will be the I out and what will be the V out? Let's see. Okay, let's see with an example of 4-bit DAC. Okay, so let us start with the V reference. From the V reference, resistor. So here we have to apply the Thevenin's theorem to compute the R Thevenin, okay, equivalent resistance of every branch. Okay, so this is basically a R2 to R binary ladder DAC. This is R2 to R DAC, or it's also called binary ladder network DAC. So this is R. Okay, so from here, to R. Very simple to construct this circuit. Okay. So these are all 2R. Okay. This is so let's take another colors. This is V reference. This is the current I. So I equal to V reference by R. So this I equal to V reference by R. Say these are all digital switches. Either this is high. High means plus 5 volt. This high. Either here or there. This is grounded. Okay. So this is 0. These are all digital switches. 0, 0. So D naught. This is say either here or here, depend on the switch. D naught equal to D1 D2, this is D3. Okay, this goes to the upper circuit. So here we get I out, I out. So first, carefully listen. What is the equivalent resistance when this is grounded? Keeping others disconnected with this circuitry. When it is grounded here, so what happened? So 2R and 2R in parallel. So the equivalent resistance becomes R. So the equivalent resistance is R. That R value is added with this. So again here another block comes. So R plus R, 2R here. So when we look into this end, okay, this arm, okay, this is A. Say this is node A, node B, node C, node D. According to the superposition principle. Okay, you can also superposition theorem. Can also apply superposition theorem by considering these such networks. So what is the resistance? Look into this here from here. So that is RA. Say what is RA? Resistance available at this node equal to R. Similarly, what is the resistance? Look into here. So these two are and these two are coming to parallel. So RB equal to R. Resistance available at this end is also R. So what is the resistance? Look into here. This end RC, RC equal to R. Similarly, what is the resistance available at this end? RD equal to R. So what is I? I equal to V reference by the total resistance available here is R. Okay, R. So this is the current. Now let us this current I divided equally here also I equally. Okay, so here I by ID by 2, that is I by 2. Here also I by 2. This current, total current divided equally at this branch. So what is the current passing through these two branches? Okay, ID by 2, the current coming from this is ID by 2, ID by 2, then here also ID by 2. So current flowing through also here also ID by 2. Similarly, what is the current flowing here and here? Here is IC by 2. So IB equal to IC by 2. So this is IC equal to ID by 2. IB equal to IC by 2. Here also IC by 2. So what is the current flowing through here? A. Okay, this is IC. So this B, the IB current, sorry. This is IC. So this current is IB. So what is the current flowing through this IA? IA equal to IB equal to ID. ID equal to I by 2. So similarly here IA equal to IB by 2. So the current equally divided is IB by 2. Here also IB by 2. Understand? So this is the equivalent resistor network along with the current passing through the each branches. Okay. So what we have here? So I equal to I reference by R. What is ID? ID equal to I by 2. What is IC? ID by 2. Okay. So that ID, if you substitute this, I by 4. I by 4. What is similarly IB? IB equal to I by 8. What is IA? Similarly, if you substitute this, we'll get I by 16. So what is the total current I out? I out equal to IA plus total current, right? I ID plus IC plus IB plus IA, which is equal to total I of D3 by 8, sorry, D3 by 2 plus D2 by 4, D2 by 4 plus D1 by 8 plus D0 by 16. Okay, so what is I? If you substitute I, that becomes so I out equal to B reference by R of D3, D2, D1 plus D0, 2, 4, 8, 16. Okay. So the V reference by R is a step value. So this is a step value of this current. Step value of the current. Okay. Step value of the current. Understand? So what is V out? V out equal to I out. If you connect op-amp here, the op-amp circuitry. Okay. So op-amp. So the feedback, it has the feedback. So say the feedback resistor is RF. Okay, RF. So I out into RF. So this is in volts. This is the analog output for the given digital inputs. Okay, understand? This is in microamps or milliamps or amps in general amps. Understand or not? So the 8-bit in this session we are going to discuss the 8-bit chip. This is the microprocessor compatible DAC 0800. So this is DAC. This is 8-bit monolithic digital to analog converter with the reference source. See, we have to give reference source. So this is the reference source. Plus and minus. So this is the reference, good reference. Okay. Then this is the supply voltage, right? Plus V and minus V. Then this is the threshold. This is compensation. So digital output D0. This goes to digital input. Okay. So these are all inputs. Digital inputs, 8-bit digital input. So this is also digital inputs. Okay, so these are all digital inputs. So this is the output. Actually, there are two output. This is I output. Output current from the chip can be taken out. So inside the chip, what are the components inside the chip? Okay, transistorized. Okay, transistorized current control switches, digital switches inside the chip. Okay, also R2 to R. This is this IC is R2. R2 to R binary ladder network. So resistor network is there. So the resistor network and the transistorized digital control switches. So everything is inside the chip. So what we have to give externally? So we have to connect op-amp at the at this end. So we have to connect op-amp, very good op-amp for amplification, getting the output voltage. We have to apply very good reference voltage. Okay, very good reference voltage here. So Then power supply, to activate the chip, power supply you have this. One more current output also available here. This output is complementary output to the 4. Suppose this is I out, this is called complementary I out bar. So complementary. Actually, we can operate this DAC into two mode: unipolar mode, and bipolar mode. Okay, we can have the operation of this DAC 0800 for unipolar single output. Okay, only single output, or plus or minus bipolar. So single-ended output and double-ended output. So bipolar, plus or minus. Okay, this is only single-ended. Today we are going to see only single-ended unipolar conversion DAC, right? Understand or not? So, what are the specifications? The power supply, we have to give the power supply for the chip is plus or minus 4.5 volts to 18 volts, plus or minus 18 volt. This is all spec. Okay, the power dissipation is 33 milliwatt, and the settling time. Okay, the settling time equal to 85 nanosecond. Okay, settling time. Then, as remaining details we discuss. So the positive reference source. So if we can give reference V reference equal to 5 volt. Okay, 5 volt. That is, we have to apply plus or minus 5 volt for single source. V reference equal to 5 volt. We will get the output of maximum 5 volt for zero input. Okay, understand or not? So let's see the circuit diagram. So this is the overall circuit diagram for DAC 0800. So as I mentioned in the previous pin, so these are all digital inputs. So this is V output. So we have to connect one multimeter here after giving connections. So you connect one multimeter in ammeter mode, milliammeter mode, between 2 and 4 and 2. So this is for I out measurement. This is for voltage output measurement. Clear? Actually, the current reference current required for DAC is 2 milliampere. We should not exceed for safer operation. This should not exceed 2 milliampere. Okay, so it should be less than 1 milliampere. Understand? So what we start the conversion from with the V reference of plus 5 volt. Okay, so this is 15. This is called reference voltage. Sorry, reference resistor. V reference. I reference equal to V reference divided R reference. So R1 is called reference resistor. So since 5K is not available, if it is R1 equal to 5K, 5 divided by 5 volt divided by 5K gives 1 milliampere. But the standard resistor value is 4.7. So I utilized 4.7 here. So pin number 3 and 13, we apply minus 12 and plus 12. This is plus VCC and minus VCC. The capacitors, along with the capacitors, to filterize the noise in the power supply. So here this is feedback resistor. So 4.7. So as we see in the 4-bit DAC, so what is the I out for here? So what is the current output relation here? So I out. So I out equal to V reference. This is approximately equal to V reference by R reference. That is R1. Okay. So this better we keep it as R reference. So R reference B7, B6, B5, B4, B3, B2, D1 plus D0 plus D0. So D0 by 8 bit. So 256, 128, 64 divided by 64 divided by 32 divided by 16 divided by 8 divided by 4 divided by 2. So this is the current equation, current flowing out, okay, from the network and passing to the operational amplifier, right? So what is the V out from this? So V out equal to I out into R3, that is feedback resistor. Better we can write this RF. Okay, so RF also 4.5K. So RF. So these two are the important relations required for the operation. Understand or not? So first you connect everything. So connect the entire circuitry. This DAC 0800. Then what you have to do? You connect sources. So you connect sources here. So for each switches, like switches, if this D7 is on, connect 5 volt. Okay, so you connect everything to 5 volt to make the digital switch high. So this connect to plus 5 volt, and the another terminals, say these are all understand or not? Okay, ground. Ground. So next is switches. So this is a simple operation. So from here, either you connect here. If we connect here, D7 equal to 0. Suppose if we connect here, that is D7 equal to 1. Similarly, for all the digital switches, you apply either 0 or 1. Either 0 or 1. So this is D7 is a MSB. This D0 is the LSB. Pin number 12 is the LSB. Understand or not? So after finishing this, let us make the tabular column like this. So the digital inputs. So first we have to calculate the theoretical current output and the theoretical voltage output. So this is the theoretical. This is the theoretical current output. This is the theoretical voltage output. So when all inputs are grounded, when all the inputs D0 to D7, first we have to do this operation. So from D0 to D7 grounded, okay? So 0. So when all the digital inputs are 0, check the output voltage. The current also should be 0. The voltage output also 0. Let's see in the tabular column. So when D0 to D70, the theoretical current output 0, theoretical voltage output also 0. So milliampere, this is volts. Okay. Say, let's see from this relation. So all are 0. All digital inputs are 0. So V reference here is 5 volt. So R reference is 4.7 volt. So what is the step value here? So I out equal to what is the value? 5 divided by 4.7, almost nearer to the 1 point, more than 1. So 5 divided by, please calculate and tell me, 5 divided by 4.7, okay, 1.064, 1.064 milliampere, okay, into 10 power minus 3 milliampere into these digital weightages. So when all the digital inputs are 0, then the current output 0. Okay. Now let's have when MSB is high. So MSB is high. So what will be the output? Or we apply all the digits, inputs are high. When all the inputs are high, so what will be the current output and voltage? When all the inputs are high, so 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16 plus 1 by 32 plus 1 by 64 plus 1 by 128 plus 1 by 256. So what will be the weightage value of this? So what is the weightage value of this? Tell me. Point. Okay. Point 1 by 2 is 0.5. So 0.5 plus 0.25 plus 0.125. Please calculate the 0.125. Then 0.0625. 0.0625 plus 0.3125 plus 0.0156 plus 0.078 7812 plus 0.00 7812 plus 0.0039. So 1.13 into 1.06, so 1.2 into 4.7. So what I am getting here is, so the theoretical current output is 1.056. Okay, that is multiplied by 4.7. So 1.056 multiplied by 4.7K. Okay, so this multiplied by 4.7K, I am getting 4.962. 4 pointings. Similarly, the mid value. So this is the 0 value, 0. This is the span value. This is the mid value. Okay. So M must be set high. So it should be a half of the value. So half of the full scale value. So this is full scale value. So mid scale value I am getting when keeping this alone 1. So you see, so this alone 1. Okay. So remaining 0. So 0.5 into 1.062. What I'm getting is 1.06 into 0.5. So 0.53 milliampere. Okay, 0.53 milliampere. So multiply this with 4.7K. I'm getting 2.491 volts. Okay. Similarly, you can operate this weightage of the digital bits. I calculated for this digital weightage bit, the theoretical current is 0.347. The theoretical voltage is 1.62. I am also considering the value, one digital weightage value between the mid value and the span value. So for this digital weightages, I am getting 1.039. Then multiplied by the 4.7K, I am getting 4.882 for this thing. So practically we have to check by connecting ammeter, 1 meter digital multimeter between pin number 4 and 2. So this reads I out. So this reads V out. This reads V out. Understand? So this is the simple operation behind the DAC. So these inputs are coming from microprocessor bus. The processor is connected here. The processor is connected here. So through the microprocessor bus card, this DAC is connected. Okay. So with the help of that, we can simply convert the digital input to analog output, V output. Okay. This is a single unipolar DAC operation. Understand or not? So with this, thank you very much. Please subscribe our channel. Thank you.